Nearly 70% of schools in the country surveyed by teachers' unions saying they're ready to reopen on Monday. The unions are still concerned about safety. A survey conducted by 5 of the unions in the education sector this month has showed that 66% of schools are confident about returning. An earlier survey, this was in January, showed that only 37% of schools were ready to open then. The increase in confidence comes after many more schools got enough PPE and sanitizing materials. Let's speak now to SATU spokesperson Nomusa Qembi to take this further. With just less than 24 hours now, Nomusa, good evening. From the Basic Education Minister, Angie Motshekga, addressing the country on readiness to reopen on Monday, you're now saying 66% of the schools you've surveyed are indeed ready. Are you happy with that number and the decision to indeed proceed with reopening on Monday?
Good evening and good evening to your viewers. Yes, we are indeed happy with the fact that there's been an improvement from the last survey that we had, which showed that only 37% said they were confident with the schools opening. We are happy that there's been a marked improvement to 60%. However, we are worried about the other, the other percentages that are there, but we can see that there is an improvement. And the main purpose for the closure of schools was that the pandemic was increasing. We have been monitoring. We can see that the pandemic is the spread of the virus is declining. So we because of that, we feel that and this improvement in the confidence levels amongst principals, we feel schools can open, even though we are worried that the levels of readiness are not 100% all over. We are more worried about KwaZulu-Natal, which has indicated that the levels of readiness are even less than 50%.
And let's talk about KwaZulu-Natal. Your survey found that 31% of principals who took the survey in KZN were not confident by the 9th of February, which was this week. And the province has the highest number of teachers who are currently sick with COVID-19. Do you think there's space at this stage for a special or different arrangement to be made for the reopening schools in KZN specifically?
It's not easy to tell because principals or SMTs went to schools towards the end of January, and teachers have gone back to school already. So what we are waiting for is for the learners to go back. So it will be difficult at this moment to say they cannot, because preparations have been done. Even though the situation is like this, preparations are done. Teachers have gone back to school to prepare, although there is this, they have prepared, but the confidence levels are still very low because of the teachers who've been affected by the virus, and also the availability of PPEs.
And how concerned are you, Nomusa, about the reliability of your data? Because as you yourselves admit, you were not able to survey principals at each and every school in the country. Your first survey in January got about 7,400 responses. That's about 32% of schools overall. The second survey, which showed higher results, that surveyed about 4,000 plus schools or school principals, which then gave you 19% of schools in the country. So are you confident that this gives you an accurate enough picture of the levels of safety and preparedness for Monday?
We are not happy with the fact that the numbers have gone down since the first survey. But we did not say that we want to reach each and every school. We did say earlier on that this is like a dipstick survey, just to gauge how the situation is like on the ground. We know that it's not 100% accurate, but it is at least giving us a picture of what is happening on the ground, which areas we need to focus on more, which areas we need more help than the others. So it is just to give us an overview of what is there on the ground.
And majority of the principals you surveyed lastly have said that their staff are in fact quite willing and likely to take the COVID-19 vaccine once the rollout begins.
Yes, most principals, more than 50%, indicated that their staff are willing to take the COVID-19. We do not have a problem with that. The issue of taking vaccines, it's something that was said, not even by government. UNESCO said it that education workers as well as health workers, they are in the front line. They should take the vaccines. We are happy with that.
Nomusa Qembi, spokesperson for the South African Democratic Teachers Union. Good to speak to you. Thank you.